money goes straight to taxes, but I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match, and plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. No, they thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Right, right. March 56. Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first. First play, it's second down.
Jadeveon Clowney brought him down. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 56.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
March 56. March 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's good for the Texans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Check 56. Nice, sweetheart. Check 99. Check 99.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down.
Hey, we got four. Check. Lucky. Hey, alert 3. Check 50. He's coming. We got something.
From the gun, Dobbs completes it to Samuel. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, it's Hines. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full street. He's checking. Lady. Whip. Watch the whip.
On third down, Hines. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Houston. Jakeem Grant, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. Texans take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On second down now. It's Hines. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the safety creep. Short lady. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On third down, Hines. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down, Tennessee.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Strong right. Hey. You got 3. You got the touch.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
You got me right. Don't be scared.
Now it's Darnold. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw again on second down. Darnold under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Boy. Here we go.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. On now is the Titans punter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check.
Here's McKinnon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Check. 56. Mike, 56.
Now it's the backup Newton. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Switch smooth.
From the 24, Darnold. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Titans.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hines. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down throw, Darnold. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, high 7.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice run on first down gets them 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fit. We'll exploit right there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go, baby. They turn it over. Get that ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To throw on third down. Dobbs, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Hines. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Darnold to throw again. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the 50, it's Darnold. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down, Tennessee.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Lambeau will put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's Darnold. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Dobbs. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First 54, come on, 54, come on. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 38, Darnold. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
First down, Titans.
Yes, sir. 51, Mike, 51. We want this.
This is Hines. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. That's lady. Ready. Hey, Foxtrot.
On second and 11 now. Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller, since that the screen pass was available, whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
Darnold now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They run with Hines. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Slams. It's free. It's free. Check the backer. Echo.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. A nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Let's go. Come on. Switch gears. Wahoo. Joker. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he returns it into enemy territory. Line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Back now in Houston, all square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. That's going to be caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and the lead is now 21-14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now McKinnon. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We own them. We own them. Mike, 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Defense wins championship.
To throw is Dobbs. He's going to air one out. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end. Zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Sean Davis that time on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They run again with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to have a third down.
Mike, boy, 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Go, go, go. Hey, Mike 51. Mike 51. Yeah, let's get sack coach. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, son.
Back to throw, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, come on. Go, go.
On first down, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Ball guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Darnold. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second down, McKinnon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Dobbs. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's McKinnon on the draw. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Brings up second and 8 at the 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Check 56. Record. Kill. Check 13. Check 3. Watch safety green.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
He's coming, double up. Showing it. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the twist. Check 9.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to tie things up in the final minute. Badgley able to knock this one through. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now it's Darnold. He finds his target. It's Evans. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Ready?
Now Darnold. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They were looking for Johnson that time. And that takes us from second to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Bring it, guys. Fight 51. Hey, two. Check back. Good, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Come across. Hey. Ready? Here I come.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Here we go.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And off the upright, and it caroms in.